Hi guys, Louise here from Lucky Night Studio. Today I want to take you through a new feature that Squarespace has just released, which is like pinning blocks, which kind of gives a nice parallax effect, which is something that I know many of us have been wanting for a long time. So I'm really excited to show you. So let me show you. Okay, so firstly, I just want to show you what it actually does. So you can see I'm now scrolling and this item here is staying still. Now, just to kind of show you, so this is what they call pinned, kind of creating this parallax effect, as in like some bits stay, some bits move, or some bits move at different times. You can't change the timing at the moment, but you can have a slight overlay. I'll kind of go through that in a minute, but this is per block. So if you wanted it all the way down the page, you'd need to put the whole page, sorry, per section. If you wanted it the whole page, you'd need to do it per section. Because if you look here, you can kind of see there's imaginary, I should have really made it a color, but it kind of stops at a certain point because the next block starts. I did it here as well, that you can see you can have multiple items pinned to give it. However, it is hard because of the overlay. They will not always match up. And I wasn't able to, I tried several different ways and I wasn't able to match up. But so let's kind of show you what this is. This is one of our templates that I'm just kind of playing around with, obviously a copy. So what we've done here is if I hover over this, you can see this text actually has this little pin icon, and that's how you know if something's pinned. And obviously when I scroll down, but the options that you have, so it's this pin icon here. So I've said to set it in the middle and it's got a 0. So as soon as I start scrolling down, if this is in the middle of the screen, it will stick basically to it. So if this was further down again, as soon as it hit the middle, it would stick and kind of scroll down, which is a kind of a nice little add-on there. You can pin it either to the top or to the center, and then you've got a little bit of kind of overlaying. So if we say like pinning it to the top, when I scroll down, this one, it's pinned all the way to the top. So there's no gap. Let me just kind of show you again. And then if I said, offset it, this kind of pushes it down, but there is a limit to it, 250, which is almost kind of like half the screen size. I've got a big screen, and so also it does depend on the screen size. So I'm guessing that's why they've done it like that. But yeah, as I said, I've done it with a couple of items. So here I did the pin centered and the pin centered and both at 0, which I found worked best because if I say pin to the top and maybe off center by 61, and this pin again to the top and 61. Let's see if they kind of match up. Yeah, because I think it's because of the gap between them, as in they're not the exact same size. My square behind it is slightly bigger than the services. The way that it's calculating the offset is not the same. So here you can see it just kind of does that push up, and that really wasn't what I was looking for. If I kind of made this smaller, so made it the same size as the services, which is totally possible, then they would match up because they are the same size elements. So that's something to be aware of when you're kind of matching elements like this. But you could kind of play around with it and pin stuff to be like maybe at the bottom 0. Actually, tell you what, not quite 0 because it won't be. Maybe just slightly. And then this one we could pin. Tell you what, let's do this one actually instead. Pin to the middle. But you'll find that it's tricky to do. I couldn't get like kind of like a nice design that I liked, to be honest with it. I do prefer the simpler version. Let me just undo all of those bits. Undo. Not undoing. There we go. Nope, a few more. Okay, let's just unpin. So you can just remove the pins as well. But yeah, I think I preferred the simpler version of maybe just a couple of elements. But I think it would be a really nice effect if you had, say, kind of live editing. So if you had a whole load of different kind of like a gallery wall images here, and then you had text, like your header text here, and then with a paragraph of text here. Example. And then if we were, again, you have to play around with this because you're kind of a little bit limited with the kind of offsetting. So because this is pinned to the top, I would also pin this one to the top, because otherwise they definitely will overlap. And if you scroll down, you can kind of see, and then I can just say offset, and I'd kind of have to put it at the max 250, but this gives me, I think, what a really nice effect. And you could just have kind of lots of images going down while also having some of your key text information highlighted to the user. So I'm delighted. I think this is such a great tool. Yeah, if you come across any designs or anything that you think would be really cool with it, or any kind of custom CSS that we can add to it, please let me know. I hope this has helped. Yeah, thanks.